It was supposed to be an ordinary evening in Tontitown, Arkansas. Laughter echoing through the kitchen, Michelle Duggar humming softly as she prepared dinner, and Jim Bob telling one of his famously corny dad jokes. But in an instant, the warmth of the Duggar home was shattered by a sound that sent chills through everyone's hearts. Josie Duggar's faint, panicked cry. "Mom, I don't feel good." Michelle spun around, instantly recognizing the worry in her youngest daughter's trembling voice. Josie's face was pale, her lips slightly blue, and her small frame shivered despite the warmth of the house. In moments, the mood shifted from cozy to chaotic. "Jim Bob," she shouted, her voice breaking, "call 911. The room erupted into motion. Jana grabbed a blanket to wrap around Josie, while Jessa and Joy rushed to get cold water. John David's hands shook as he fumbled for his phone, his years as a first responder kicking in even as his heart raced with fear. Within minutes, the wail of sirens cut through the Arkansas night. A flashback of fragility. Josie's health has always been delicate, a constant reminder of the miracle she was. Born prematurely at just 25 weeks, weighing only 1 pound and 6 ounces, she had fought her way through countless challenges before even learning to speak. The Duggar family had always seen her as their tiny warrior, the baby who had survived what most wouldn't. But tonight, her struggle returned with a vengeance. As the ambulance doors slammed shut, Michelle climbed inside, refusing to leave Josie's side. Her hand gripped her daughter's, whispering prayers under her breath, her mind racing with fear. "Please, Lord, not again," she whispered, voice trembling. "You gave her to us once. Don't take her away now." A family united in fear. Back at the Duggar home, the rest of the family gathered in a circle. The air was thick with worry. Jinger called from Los Angeles, her voice tight with tears. "Is she okay? Have you heard anything yet?" "No update yet," Jana said, holding the phone tightly. "Mom's with her. Dad's on the way." Even Jeremy Vuolo, Jinger's husband, could be heard in the background praying softly. Across the miles, every Duggar child, from Josh to Josiah, bowed their heads, united in fear and faith. Jim Bob's truck roared into the hospital parking lot minutes later. As he sprinted through the sliding doors, he saw Michelle pacing, tears streaking her face. "She's in ICU," she managed to say. Her heart rate dropped suddenly. "They don't know why yet." Jim Bob swallowed hard. The man who had always carried a confident smile, who always had an answer for everything, now looked utterly broken. Inside the hospital room. The steady beep of the monitor echoed in the small hospital room. Josie lay motionless on the bed, her tiny hand dwarfed by the IV lines attached to it. Machines hummed softly, their blinking lights reflecting on her pale skin. Michelle sat at her bedside, stroking her daughter's hair. Every second felt like an eternity. When the doctor finally entered, his expression was serious but calm. "Mrs. Duggar, Josie had a severe respiratory infection that caused her oxygen levels to drop dangerously low. We've stabilized her, but we'll need to keep her here for monitoring." Michelle closed her eyes in relief, tears spilling freely. "Thank you. Thank you, Jesus," she whispered. Prayers and posts. Word of Josie's hospitalization spread quickly. Within hours, #PrayForJosie began trending online. Fans of the Duggar family flooded social media with messages of support and heartfelt prayers. Jill posted on Instagram, "Our sweet little sister Josie is a fighter. Please keep her in your prayers tonight. We're believing for a full recovery. Heartbreak, #." Jessa added a photo of Josie from last Christmas, wrapped in a red dress and smiling, captioning it, "Our miracle girl. She's been through so much, but God's not done with her story yet." Even those who had drifted from the family's strict traditions came together, their differences forgotten in the face of shared fear and love. Morning hope. By the next morning, the hospital was bathed in golden light. Michelle hadn't slept, her hand never leaving Josie's. When the girl's eyes fluttered open, Michelle gasped. "Sweetheart," she whispered, leaning closer. Josie blinked, confusion in her eyes. "Mom, what happened?" Michelle let out a soft laugh through her tears. "You scared us half to death, baby, but you're going to be okay." A weak smile formed on Josie's lips. "Did everyone pray for me?" Michelle nodded, her heart swelling. "Oh yes, the whole world prayed for you." Josie squeezed her mother's hand. "Then Jesus heard them." The power of faith. When Jim Bob entered the room later, his tough exterior finally cracked. He leaned down, kissed Josie's forehead, and whispered, "You're my little miracle. God sure loves to remind us how strong you are." Josie giggled faintly, her spirit returning. "Daddy, can I have ice cream when I get home?" The laughter that followed was the sweetest sound the Duggar family had heard in days. The doctor soon confirmed that Josie would make a full recovery, though she'd need rest and careful monitoring for a few weeks. That night, the Duggar family gathered once more, this time around Josie's bedside. They prayed not with fear, but with gratitude. Michelle held her daughter close and whispered, "You are proof that miracles don't just happen once. They happen every day we get to love you." A community rejoices. When Josie was finally discharged, cameras captured the family's joyful reunion outside the hospital. Fans cheered online as photos spread of Josie holding a small teddy bear, her smile brighter than ever. "She looks like an angel," one fan commented. God truly heard those prayers. Jana later shared a heartfelt post. "Life reminds us how fragile we are, but faith reminds us who holds us together." Josie's story isn't just ours. It's a reminder that even in the darkest moments, miracles still bloom. A miracle remembered. That night, back at home, Josie sat beside Michelle on the couch, wrapped in a soft pink blanket. The hum of family chatter filled the house again. "Mom," Josie whispered, gazing up at her, "why do you think God let me get sick again?" Michelle paused, brushing a strand of hair from her daughter's face. "Maybe, sweetheart, so others could see how powerful prayer is. You gave the world a reason to believe again." Josie smiled softly. "Then I'm glad, because I believe too." And with that, the house filled once again with laughter, music, and the peace that only comes after the storm. A reminder that even the smallest Duggar has the biggest heart and the strongest faith.